Absolutely.
It did.
You know what? What Santana did was the equivalent of when our wives or significant others come at us with a bunch of their gossip from outside the house, and then you give them logical feedback,
sound, logic, and reason
instead of telling them what they want to hear. You're like, I didn't come for you for actual advice. I wanted you to be my sounding board.
Bro, I can't. You know what? You got that Shaka podcast. So that's what it did to me. I used to wonder that too. Like, bro, I'm giving you real game on how to fix it and what they doing. She didn't want to hear that. I'm here to be a sounding board, but I can't. I came to her the same thing, and she gave me sound logic. Like, I didn't want all that. Like.
Recording.
Y'all see it up
there?
Yeah. Y'all see it?
Hey, we live, baby. We out here. We back. We giving y'all a new scene out here.
New, baby.
Are you in your Are you in your recliner over there, Bakari?
I am. Yes, I am.
So you record off your phone, huh?
Oh no, I'm on my laptop. Look, my phone here. I'm on my laptop chilling.
Hey, we chilling.
Yo, this is my place of peace. I ain't around y'all though. This is my place of peace. This is where I be at.
You know that?
I'm sure it is. Well, let's go ahead and welcome all of our Pops and Sox fans, and we gotta explain to them why we are recording remote. Somebody explain why we remote, why we are in our separate houses.
Hey, we remote.
Actually, if anybody, why are we Shaka? You be the perfect person to attest why we recording remote. Don't you have a big event tomorrow?
So at the time of this recording, tomorrow I go to the hospital for my son to be born.
Hey,
there we go. My son will be.
By the time we started trying to record this, we realized, any second, literally, Shaka could be his skedaddle.
Listen, I'm gone.
So if this podcast abruptly gets cut off, then you know why, or Shaka leaves.
I'm gone.
Hey, baby time.
Y'all might have,
it's gonna be no
have a 15-minute episode.
We're going to go ahead and apologize ahead of time. If that happens, Lord forbid, but we should be good.
And that's it. That's a wrap. But baby Theo will be making his way here tomorrow. I gotta be at the hospital 6 a.m., bro.
Tough.
6 a.m.
One day just check
that baby ain't gonna come to the nighttime. That's gonna be the longest wait. I can't stand the wait time though. Because doctors they don't care about you.
They be caring.
You are irrelevant in that room.
The doctors be caring.
You just gotta sit there awkwardly, like, y'all ready? I guess. Keep blinking at each other.
The doctors be caring. You know what I'm saying?
I know Dr. Kublan, which is Brittany's doctor. He still be asking about me. He said, how's your husband doing? Is he all right? I said, look, I'm gonna take Dr. Kublan on a date out here. You gonna
say hi, boy. Say hi.
Hey, is that your favorite dog, aka the other kid that you don't care about?
No.
No. He said, you'll never show me this type of attention.
That's how I know he must be on camera.
Say hi, boy. Say hi. Do that dance. Do that
my
dance.
life 3 seconds ago, though.
Do that dance, boy.
So,
hey, listen, man. Where y'all located at right now, man? Where y'all at in y'all's humble abodes?
Hey,
I'm in my kitchen.
Queens Village. Look, in the sanctuary of my living room. You know, I flew out last night. I had to catch Allegiant. Man, I about didn't catch a flight though.
If you fly Allegiant, then I know you didn't catch a flight.
How you know? How you know?
I heard you flew Spirit.
Spirit. Ooh.
Nah.
And if you fly Spirit, you gonna be.
No, we don't do Spirit. You gotta have too much faith to be on Spirit.
Hey, Spirit's like, hey, we'll get you where you need to go, but just don't expect all that other stuff.
Turbulence about to be crazy.
Turbulence is a mandatory minimum.
About to be crazy.
Fly with us, and you are going to hit turbulence. Don't sit back. We're gonna get you where you need to go. They said, when's the last time you heard of Spirit airline crashing?
Yeah.
That's he's the Delta be doing all that other stuff.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't be traveling out here, bro. I don't be traveling.
Not no more. You better be traveling in the realm of trying to get that sleep.
Listen, kids go to Disney for free up until they're 3 years old. So I'm trying to take both of my kids to Disney World. For real.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
My question is, what you going to do with your kids at Disney under 3? Points
we're gonna ride
stuff.
the rides together. We're gonna be on a little
small world.
The car. Yeah. We're gonna do all the little kid things.
By the time it's that age, they don't even care. Like, truly, they don't even care or even know what any of that stuff is.
It's not for them. It's for me.
It ain't nothing but funnel cakes and turkey legs out there.
That's for me, dog.
I don't have that money the way them taking them to funnel cakes.
Oh, yeah.
Funnel cakes, 10 bands.
I really do want to take the kids to Disneyland though. Was it Disney World in Florida?
Yeah,
I think I'll take them. Like I said, I want the experience of like trying to go. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like I'd rather spend that money somewhere else because Disney is bro. That just taxing.
Take me on a trip. I'm trying to go someday.
Yay!
I'm trying to go, boy. Take me on a trip. Fly me out. I want to get flued out.
I'm trying to get flued out too.
I get flued out to the Disney World.
Oh my goodness! How's everybody? Shaka. We know how your T-minus this episode's hitting. We know how your week's gonna be going.
Hey,
I'm gonna be getting the best sleep of my life.
I'm believing for you.
This is my last night as a father of just one.
Is that crazy?
When I wake back up tomorrow, I might have 2 kids, and my baby mama ain't gonna be
late. LaShonda might say, "Hey, surprise, twins!
Surprise! Blah, open your eyes."
Yeah, ain't gonna be no twins. 1 kid. After this, I'm done. I'm going to sign up for the violent. I'll have somebody who's never done a vasectomy. I'll have them give me a vasectomy.
You asking to lose? You might as well get it amputated.
I'm going to ask Jerome from across the street. I don't even care. I don't want
amputated.
You ain't becoming a eunuch.
Listen, take it.
Put it on the table.
Take it.
Sigh.
Listen, turn me into Theon Greyjoy. I don't care.
Oh.
Take it all. I don't want no more kids. I don't.
You say this.
I do not. I'm telling you right now.
You got the best of both worlds, though.
So did I.
That's what y'all think. I mean, I know I do, but
your house is divided, rightfully divided.
God said, but wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. This is gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait. I'm gonna try to vlog most of the experience tomorrow, but LaShonda probably not gonna have none of that. So as long as you don't get that camera on my face. I'm trying to record. I'm not trying to record the actual act of the baby coming out, but I'm trying to record
Shaka's law. Baby Theo's crowning.
Hey, say hi to the camera fast, LaShonda. You see it. They say, you see the camera spinning all out the window. That's my phone. You see it look
27 p.m. on a Thursday afternoon.
She's gonna be like, Shaka, child support expensive, boy. You better stop playing.
Damn.
4 p.m. on a Thursday afternoon. LaShonda talking about putting me on child support.
But at least, if that's the case, I'm gonna get my baby on camera.
She heavily medicated right now. She'd be all right.
She know what she's talking about.
She medicated.
I had to sit there and sell this video.
Oh my god, that joint is hilarious.
But nah.
Bakari, how's your week been, brother?
Week has been trialing. It's been a trial. It's been a series of figuring out new things upon the topic of discussion that we talked about. But of course, like I said, the people who tuned in to the last week's episode talking about do God be cussing? That's one of the things we left off as, we left off as a prayer saying, God, give us revelation, give us understanding. And that's what I did. Like I said, I'm not going to tell y'all to do something if I don't do it. So I went out, I seeked wise, I seeked understanding from the wise counsel. And from the council, and they gave me a verse that goes against what I was thinking. Hey man, you can go first of all. Look here.
I didn't say anything.
Fix your eyes. I don't care if it's 10:30 at night.
He's like,
you better open them. I didn't say that.
But like I said, and that's one thing. Like I said, I love about my pastor in my church is that I brought this question to him and he sat down with me, with love, and he said, "Hey," he said, Matthew 12. He said, God does not cuss, and I said, "Well, what is cussing though?" I said, because if man created cussing, I said, and God does not go by man's rules. I said, what specifies as cussing? And he broke it down in Matthew. And like I said, these are for the ones who do read the Bible and know the word. And if you don't read the Bible and you don't know the word, I'm about to break it down to you right here. Matthew 12 and 36. Turn to your Bibles if you have it, or open your phone and click the Bible app.
Say amen when you got it.
Say amen when you got it.
Wave at me when you got it. All right.
Waymaker.
Does everybody have it? Does everybody have it?
Man, all right. Don't worry about this. The words will be on the screen if you need to.
But it says, "But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment." Now, he broke that down. He said the word idle comes from the word idolatry. That's right. And idolatry means man-made. So when he broke it down, the idle word, it means means man-made word. And that's where I was seeking for. And like I said, I prayed for God to seek revelation, and he gives it. And it might not always be what you think it is. It's not going to always be in your favor. Like I said, but the thing is, with me finding this out, I seeked God and I seeked a new revelation of who he is. But it took asking the right people. You have to definitely go seek counsel.
So it wasn't the right person, huh?
No, not at all.
You definitely not at all. You definitely
the tone that you was delivering it though.
Nah, you just want to hear.
I'm saying, look, you was right. God does not cuss. He does not go outside his character.
You know what? I don't. First of all, we don't care necessarily who gets credit necessary for it, but as long as you have that revelation and that's understanding, and that's actually pretty big of you to admit that, hey, I actually found an information that I believe that changed my mind to be that I was incorrect. First of all, that's called life, and it's called being a man in general. So I want to say shout out to you.
I've always, I try to humble myself to still speak the truth. And like I said, even when we were speaking last time, it was more of, not demanding that God does this, God does that, but it was seeking more. Would God do this? Would God do that? And like I said, I come to find out he would not. And that's the thing about life. You're gonna be wrong sometimes. You're gonna be right sometimes. But it's humbling yourself enough to sit there and say you're wrong when you're wrong.
Right. I was when I said
not be boast and not boast when you're right.
What was that?
I'm trying to look over.
Nah, I sent him a group picture, and the Oprah emoji that I sent to you guys, or the gift that was a perfect response.
God. Man, listen, that Joe was like,
that was my only response.
Loki, like I said, I felt like that Denzel. I felt like that Denzel meme.
Look. When I thought I was crying at work when I see that for real.
That Joe was hilarious.
But yeah, so all the people that was following, asking, does God cuss? And y'all believe that God cuss? Look here, I'm here to say now, he does not. He does not go outside his character. And if you still question, please do the research. Seek a higher counsel. I promise you. Go to the pastor. You can go to my pastor. I'm telling you right now, he will address it with love and nothing but love. And yeah,
that's what's up. I'm glad y'all feel how y'all feel.
Hey, no
I like how Shaka said it. I like glad y'all feel how y'all feel.
I'm glad y'all feel. I'm happy for y'all.
Happy for y'all.
Happy for y'all. Congratulations.
Oh my God.
What, you want, a participation trophy? Oh man. Y'all are ridiculous. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it.
To the podcast.
So y'all want to get straight into what we want to discuss for today?
I'm gonna dive right in it.
Oh man, look, can I speak to both of y'all about this? Can I speak to both since we both in relation, all three in relationships?
Go ahead, bro.
Look.
Hey, you mind?
You mind,
Shaq?
I'm
good.
I'm
good.
good.
Y'all good?
Give me a fist bump. We good.
Look, we good. I got you, dog. I got you, dog.
But hey, I was watching this. Like I said, I was watching. Once again, it came from another podcast.
You and these podcasts, man.
Nah, man.
You know your lesson by now.
Nah, the podcast. Look, how married are you?
That's my joint.
From belief.
Was this an old podcast or a new one?
I think it was maybe like a couple months ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But he was speaking to his wife, and he says, word for word, I can finally use my phone.
Hey, man.
He says, he's speaking to his spouse. He said, is your spouse feeling secure in your relationship? Well, he told his wife, he said, you feeling secure in this relationship is a luxury rather than a necessity. Now, I want to bring this to the table. Do y'all feel?
Nah. I know y'all here.
Why y'all sitting there talking? I mean, why y'all stop talking though? Don't let it get quiet. Keep talking. Keep talking out here.
Nah, at first I thought it was Isaiah. I was like, is that Isaiah playing a video game in the background?
No, he's already asleep. But I knew exactly. That was Nehemiah, wasn't it?
I was like,
maybe turned up right here.
Yeah, Brittany down there. Look, Brittany, she gonna come down here, knock your laptop on her flat. I said, come help me.
It's over. It's over.
Just got pulled down the camera.
Hey guys, I gotta go.
I gotta hop off here for a second, y'all.
I gotta go.
Go close my screen out. Go close my screen.
He didn't close it all the way. The sound still playing.
Oh goodness.
Like that?
Oh man. All right. So back to feeling
So
secure.
Do you think, truthfully, your wife being secured in her relationship is a luxury, or do you think it's a necessity? Because luxury meaning because she doesn't have to worry about anything, and because not too many people have this type of lifestyle of being secure, that it's a luxury. Do you think that, or do you think it's a necessity? I was wondering because I looked at when he said it to his wife was like, "What? Look, say it again."
Well, because I think you got to give more definition to the word secure. Because I think.
All right, so let's look it up.
Let me give my meaning of what I thought you would, what I interpreted when you said that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you said, does your significant other need to feel secure? Her need for security, is that a luxury? In my head, I was like her feeling of being protected. Right. I didn't think you were going to the realm of like, I'm taking care of everything and you don't have to do anything. I was speaking from like the realm of like, hey, I'm your protector. I'm like, that's not a luxury. I feel like there would be no relationship.
That's a responsibility.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But that's necessity.
Let's
base it off of what all entails in a relationship and marriage. So I'm gonna say, like I said, just in the confines of being one, we're together. Everybody, like I said, everybody is together.
We're working on
what and whatever confines in that togetherness comes with security. So everything that security, everything that's wrapped in that togetherness is secured.
Okay.
Is it a luxury that you have that security in your marriage, or like I said, or future marriage, or is it more than necessity in your future marriage or marriage?
Shaka, you started to dive in and make some good points off rip.
So before I know you said what secure means. Let me give you the definition.
Man, we ain't got time for all this.
Because we gonna stop taking stuff out of context.
We ain't. You are gonna stop taking stuff out of context.
Okay, I learned my lesson. That's why I'm doing this. So, secure. Secure means free from or not exposed to danger or harm. Dependable, firm, not liable to fail.
So where in any of that definition does it say a man is responsible for all the bills?
It doesn't say. I'm saying it does not say.
No.
That's what I'm saying. But if you're giving your wife this type of security, should she feel like this is a luxury, or should she feel like this is what you're supposed to do?
I think that a lot of it depends on, first of all, your wife personally, what she requires. I would like to believe in your dating, when y'all were like officially courting before y'all got married, y'all dating and whatever, that y'all were clear on what's a man's responsibility, the stuff that she was willing to do, what she's not willing to do. Mm-hmm. I'm more mad at you trying to look at me like that on the screen. I'm upset at shit. I like to believe that part, but as of security, like if you're talking, like you said, as your protector, like I said, provider, and all those necessary things, me personally, I don't think it's some of it, I guess, protector, yes. Some of it can be considered as a luxury. Most of the stuff I see as my responsibility. Now, again, there's no one way or perfect way to be a husband. If like we said, we all talk about something, we all think differently, we all act differently, we all have different needs. Same for our spouses. So I can't expect one model, one way to fit all. Now, where people can kind of get confused, or the narrative spun is, like you said, if you think, let's say my role as a protector, right? If I say my job is to protect you at all times or costs, how in the world is that, like I said, but she doesn't feel secure. I protect her, but she doesn't feel secure in our relationship. Meaning, let's say if she's not in my personal presence all the time, right? That could be a different level of security. I think, like I said, long story short, I think you should know your wife and your spouse of find out what security means for her. Yes. And how can you meet that? And how can you personally meet that? Because again, we all know we have different love languages. Nothing's more frustrating as a human being when you're trying to tell somebody you want or need something from them, and they give you a complete opposite of be like, well, I mean, that's all I got for you. I don't know what you should expect for me. There's nothing more frustrating than that.
No, I definitely understand what you're talking about. Like I said, knowing what makes your wife feel secure. But at the same time, when providing that security should be a luxury to her. That's it. Like if you tell your wife right now, yo, the fact that you have this much security should be like a luxury instead of a necessity.
It is. It depends on I think it almost depends on your upbringing. Like if you come from a household where both of you all had to work and you had to meet ends, or you had to, your ends had to meet week to week, month to month, then you're in a position to where, hey, babe, you ain't got to work. And if your wife hasn't worked in 2 years and she's been able to do whatever she wants, that 100% is
that's a luxury.
I want that luxury. I want to be
right.
So that's luxury. So she should feel that, and look at your wife's point of view. She should feel, oh man, this is luxury, or she should feel this is what he should be doing anyway because he's my husband and he needs to be doing this anyway.
Also, if that's the case, again, we joke around. We talk about how we don't joke around, true. How fathers also get the short end of the stick when it comes to something like that. What luxury do we get to rely on or understand those things? Again, I know different.
Almost made a joke.
Look, the luxury we get is a tie on Father's Day, and it says "Good job." I told Santana already. I said, "Don't buy me no tools." All I hear is, "Here's some tools to get some stuff done around the house you need to be doing anyway."
Santana, if you want to buy me some tools, I'll take some because I don't have any tools.
I'm good. I got some.
I have a hammer and a screwdriver.
He said, and pray for the best. Pray to God, nothing else needs any fixing other than a hammer and a screwdriver.
I ain't got it.
But to stay on.
So what about roles reverse though? So what if your wife was working? I mean, not to say working, but let's say she provided you security. Dark McStuffins.
Call me Mr. Clean.
Hey, let's say she provided you. let's say she provided you security
in my house.
in all aspects of life. and she says, "Yo, you should feel like this is a luxury."
I do.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't, and not a necessity.
That'd be tragic.
Look,
truthfully, how would you feel? Would you be offended?
It depends. Now again, yeah. Honestly, ego would tell me if you're keeping it a buck, I'm gonna be offended. But I think when he's talking about, I think a man's woman definition of security and a man's definition of security, a woman's could differ. I think when based off the question that you were talking about, Bakari, he was probably talking about. I don't know the status. I've never seen it, but I'm saying maybe he might have been talking about in the sense of she stays at home, she can do what she wants, she don't really have to work if she doesn't want to. That can be considered a luxury. But when she probably hears that, she's probably thinking of, wait a minute, my security with you should never that's just never a luxury, that's a low responsibility. Like there could be two different meanings on there, and they're probably why she looked at them kind of crazy. Right.
Yeah, and at this time, like I said, at this time with with what they was going through, they was speaking. I kind of flipped it a little bit. They were speaking more on security of knowing that knowing that they're gonna be faithful, knowing that they're not worry about nothing.
Oh,
because they was going through a situation in their marriage, that was trying them. So I was flipping it a little bit just to kind of show something different.
Well, to answer that question, I've been in a situation that is not a luxury. That should have to be a dead set requirement. Matter of fact, I say this because I can break it up because it's fun. I've been in situations where I wasn't faithful, and then that brought insecurity in our relationship, and it affected everything else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If I'm keeping it a buck, it's pops and socks, but also because look. I know what you mean.
Pick number 3, my lord.
Pick number 3, my lord.
Hey, can y'all still hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
All right, man. My mom done called me, man. She done messed up my video. Let's keep talking though.
You know what? It's all right.
Ma, you did this.
I'm pointing out my camera. She can't even see this.
But
and for y'all who don't know the question, look here. We got to provide it to y'all at the bottom of the screen as a scroll.
Oh, for sure. I think that helps a little bit too when you answer this question too. I said, but to chime in back on what you're saying, Bakari, is I've been in situations to where if your security is established, nothing makes you more crazier than a man. Let's say if you made your woman feel insecure for any reason, now she's questioning you for everything that you do. Who's calling? What's that? Who's this? That drives you insane. However, you can only be so mad because you did this, assuming you did this.
You did this.
You caused this issue. However, when she is secure, or whenever she does feel or get that certain of security, then that doesn't. A woman will have your back so much when she doesn't question or worry about that you guys can really push on and start tackling stuff in your family and the things that really matter to you guys. That's one of the things. It's not a luxury; it's a requirement. But when that part has to be checked, that shakes everything about y'all's relationship. Now you feel like I've been there again, feeling like even when you're doing right, you feel like you're doing wrong. Look, everything sounds like a lie. You're like, Lord, look, who's calling? That's my mom. Is it really a little mother? Look, I don't know, baby. I don't know if it was. Did she get kidnapped? Yeah, that's never a good place to be in any type of relationship, or vice versa if it's on the flip side of all that. But yeah, that type of security shouldn't be. But if you're talking about lifestyles, that's 100% luxury.
Yep.
Yeah,
it is. That's all luxury. All luxury. And I only wish I can live that luxury myself. But one day we will.
We live in lavishly.
I got 4 out here. I'm banking on at least 2 or 3 to sit there and be millionaires. The other one, man. It's gonna be a blue collar.
No, not
wait. He said one of them. He said
not wait.
One of them.
Nope, we're gonna have enough jobs with this podcast that all of our kids are gonna be working for us.
Oh, for sure. That's the thing about this. Like, I don't want my kids working for nobody else but us. We built this city.
You know we built it on.
Come on.
Shout out to my boy Andy.
We need Andy on that right there. Andy, that's a jam right there.
Catan.
This is Catan. All right, what's the next question, Ramadan?
That was all the questions I had.
That's all you had?
Well, that's all I had. I thought we was all coming with a discussion. I came with I had my I did my question and my forgiveness statement.
Tiger Woods apology.
Tiger Woods apology.
Goodbye, fried chicken.
Hello, fried rice. Or goodbye, fried chicken. Hello, fried rice.
Hello, fried chicken.
All right, so I've been watching a show on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
And it's called My Rich Life or Your Rich Life. Have y'all came across that?
I've been watching. I've been stuck on shooting.
Is that the documentary?
Kind of, sort of, not really, but it's about this money manager guy who has he's written a lot of financial books, and he kind of goes through and he teaches people how to live what their quote unquote rich life is. So I wanted to ask you all, like, if you were the perfect money managers, what would you consider to be your like rich life? Like if you were living a luxury wealthy life, what does that life look like in real time for you?
Living a luxury life look like to me?
Yeah, like when you think about what is your rich life? Because right now we can all agree we ain't living our rich life. We are rich we are rich in a bunch of different ways. We are wealthy.
I'm rich in spirit.
You know what I'm saying?
Spirit, family, listen.
I can't spend spirit dollars though, you feel me?
So today, my car is messed up, and we talk about my car is currently not working.
Bruh, still.
I will talk.
Can we please have a moment of silence?
No, she said the baby. Yeah.
Why you come so aggressive at him like that though? He said still.
Dang, man. Low key, if I still had the black car, I would have let you borrow that one, man.
Well, again, praise God. I mean, God does. He answers prayers. He really does answer prayers. He answers provisions. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I don't like the way he do it. I'd rather him just have my own car working. But I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Keep it $100.
But he does answer it. So Santana told me today. She says again, you're healthy. The baby's healthy. You know, we're here. Isaiah's here. He loves you. You had a family that loves you and all that. She says, God is working. I said, but I can't. I said, that don't help me get my car fixed.
That's it. That's it.
But I was more mad. I really did get thinking about it. I'm like, I said, would I rather trade that and, you know, something truly be wrong with like my family, my son, anything like that? I was like, no, I said, you know, Lord, I'm a little salty right now, but you have been making provision for me to get to and from work.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
So I can't be too
you
mad.
went out at the right time, though.
Absolutely,
it did.
You know what? What Santana did was the equivalent of when our wives or significant others come at us with a bunch of their gossip from outside the house, and then you give them logical feedback,
logic and reason
instead of telling them what they want to hear. You're like, I didn't come for you for actual advice. I wanted you to be my sounding board.
Bro, I can't. You know what? You got that Shaka podcast. No, that's what it did to me. I used to wonder that too. Like, bro, I'm giving you real game on how to fix it and what they doing. She didn't want to hear that. I'm here to be a sounding board, but I can't. I came to her the same thing, and she gave me sound logic. Like, I didn't want all that. Like, I know you're right, 100% correct.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want all that.
Yeah, I know.
I need you to ride with me.
There was a situation.
I need you to match energy, though. We got to set this thing ablaze together.
Oh man, there was a situation that happened with LaShonda earlier this week, and she was coming to me furious, mad on level 10. You know, I'm sitting there just like I am now, cool, calm, and collected.
Nodding.
You know,
which makes her more mad.
Right? What?
Nah, we actually went on a walk. I was like, you can't be mad if we're going on a walk. So we walked up the street, said, listen, we black in this neighborhood. We can't be yelling at each other. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep it cordial. We gotta keep it cordial.
You took out the house,
sir. Ma'am, are you okay?
Mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business. So after she got finished with her ring, I was giving her super sound, logical advice. Not what she wanted to hear. But she was like, I didn't come to you for this. I'm like, I know.
Oh, that's what I be telling my wife. I said, look here. I said, as your husband, I can't sit there and just blow up with you.
Right. And if I blow, it's gonna make it 100 times worse if you match energies with her. You ready to you ready to go ride on them? You want to ride on? Look, let's go.
We gonna be 10 or 11. I said, you come to me as your husband. I have to. I said, don't come to me. I said, because I'm gonna give you sound advice. No matter what you do. Like I said, some things I agree with her on. Some things I'm like, yo, I gotta give you sound advice, and I gotta give you a different perspective. Because like I said, if I ride with you, she got that type of energy. If we was to ride together, it's Bonnie and Clyde out here.
All I need in this life.
May the Lord have mercy on whoever we coming after.
Right. That might be good. That might be for the best. But to answer your question, Shaka,
thank you for bringing it back.
My rich life.
What will your rich life look like?
My rich life. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it. But I would love to travel with my children, like with my kids, like having those experiences.
Mm-hmm.
I would honestly, I don't have to. As long as I don't do my own laundry, or not even my own laundry. As long as I don't have to cook. Having somebody cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh my gosh. That'd be so. That's so amazing.
That would be dope. That would be dope.
I'll be honest with you, like you said, I personally, even when I was a kid, when they were like, what's your kind of your dream car, blah blah blah. I never had one. Even as a kid, I see a couple of them. I think that are fire, but I never had my mindset on one of those. But like you said, just having something of mine that I can pass down, like maybe like I said, homes, businesses, anything, like I said, any type of game or any leverage that I can give my son or my sons now, which is crazy I have to say that.
Domino, hush.
As you about to say too, my son Shaka.
Yeah,
my son works.
My son works.
Works.
But anything like that for me, like I don't, like I said, not having to cook, don't worry about laundry for the most part. Like I said, freedom and flexibility. I can do pretty much what I want. We can go travel the world with my family. Heck, if we just want to, I want to be that type. Hey, y'all like this place? Hey, look, we gotta go ahead and cancel all the plans. We're gonna stay here for like a month or so.
Hey, right.
That's the type of flexibility I'm on. Right. But as of buying, I don't need jewelry. I don't need all that other stuff. For me, I'm pretty simple, and like I said, the people who you do it with, that life with, you don't. That's what matters the most, personally, to me.
Amen. Amen.
Look, with me, like I said, kind of like what Anthony was talking about. Like, I don't want people to know that I'm rich, so I never want to stunt. I don't want rich to be shown on my watch or rich to be shown on my neck. Like I
don't know, Bakari. He say that, but I think Bakari gonna show the first. He said my chain heavy, my chain so heavy.
I'll tell you right now, that if I was gonna be rich, the only lavish thing I do, I promise you, I get braces.
Braces?
I got them. I got them silver on my teeth. That's all I'm gonna have in my mouth.
Oh, you get the real?
But I wouldn't. I'll get braces like bottom teeth. I might be on my J. Cole. Crooked smile.
Crooked smile. You got you this far?
Shame.
But I really just want to be able to wake up and not have to worry about being on somebody else's schedule. Be the boss of my own life. Like I said, and truly be able to. I want to know what it is to be free, to be, and not like as in a sense of like slavery free, but be free to.
Slaves. Now we ain't slaves, but we slaves.
I'm slave to God out here.
That come off real crazy when you say that out loud. Like,
look,
I'm a slave to God out here. You tripping though? What? Well, but as in the sense of being free to, like I said, speak, being free to walk however I want to walk, being free to just be who God has created me to be with no limits. But the thing, like I said, I know, like I said, just with life, you know, even with your jobs, like Shaka put it, you got to present yourself at your job a certain way. And, you know, you got to sit there and present yourself at your, you know, in a place of business a certain way. So it's just like, who am I? The world may never know, because am I limited to how I can present myself? So being rich is more of being able to control my own destiny without having to worry about, not saying stepping outside of the laws of God, definitely conform to the laws of God, but being able to conform to those without, I guess, how can I put it? I don't want to say it to where I affect people, but being, I don't want to come off like I said, but being able to be me free. That's basically what it means. Being able to be me free. Waking up, traveling wherever I want to go, doing missions, giving the missions. Like Anthony said, staying wherever you want to stay. Like I said, if I want to wake up and just say, man, like, and, you know, of course, like I said, my heart is missions anyway. So I said, Bakari love the world. Definitely, like I said, want to reach the world. But I think with doing that, it definitely takes, what God knows, it takes money. God knows, God knows it takes money.
I know it.
But I think part of that starts like where you starting at, like right now. Like if you do missions, if it's giving 5 here, there, or like I said, where I always ask myself, I try to ask myself that same question, like, God, where am I starting? I know my life isn't just my actual job, but I am called to affect the people there.
Yeah.
Is my life drawing them closer to you or further away? Or again, actually, or not even further away, driving to you or trying to build Anthony.
Domino.
Yeah.
Come.
And this sound like a distraught black father. Hey! Don't make that noise up there.
He keep whining, man. My dog keep whining at the top of the stairs.
You know you're not playing up there.
And then look, you ain't playing that water.
Better not be in that toilet. Oh my God.
I think that's luxury for me, is because, you know, with growing up, we always been, you know, confined to people. And like I said, you know, I think it's just freedom for me, or luxury for me, is just being free. Like it's almost just like, yo, I get to, you know, I get to be who God created me to be. And I still don't know who that is. So I feel like, you know, once God reveals to me who I truly am, I am going to be free. It don't take money to make me free. Look, it don't take diamonds to make me free. Like, this ain't all about the Benjamins, baby.
This ain't.
I'm just letting you know. No, listen, I won't let y'all know that I'm rich, but it'll be telltale signs.
I'm saying, Joe, look here, if you want to pay for my plane ticket, though,
hey, you got it, bro.
I ain't gonna deny it though.
I'm the type. I said, hey, Shaka,
what's up?
I got 40 bands for you to walk off your job right now. So say that to nobody. Let's leave.
40 bands.
40 bands. Hey, listen, I'm good. I watched enough snowfall that I can flip that.
You gonna see me coming Anthony's right.
Listen, man, I'm taking that and I'm out. I don't know. 40 bands is not really a lot.
It's really not. It feels good really. In the hand.
$40,000 extra is actually. Let me stop lying.
That's enough to last me 1 year, and I can sit there and try to find something else.
You're not wrong.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
That's more than what some people make in a year. Look, I can make it work.
Oh man, if I'm going to talk about what my rich life looks like, I definitely want a fleet of luxury cars. You feel? I want the newest Suburban. I want the big bus.
I used to drive an Expedition.
I want this. I'm gonna take Paul's. I'm gonna take my wife's dad's Expedition. That thing sitting on 25, 26, 27.
20 kids.
You know what I'm saying? I'm taking that for the kids. I'm buying me a Porsche. I want to be able to scroll on Zillow like I do now and be like, I want this house. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it, bruh.
Oh, you got monopoly money. That's what it sounds like.
Money ain't a thing. Oh, money just
trying to buy a park place out here.
Park place.
Boardwalk.
I want Bel Air. That's what I want. Where's Bel Air?
Where is Bel Air? You know what I'm saying? I'll take North Carolina Avenue.
Oh, North Carolina Avenue out here.
That's in the green. I'm trying to take somewhere in the green. But like y'all had already been talked about traveling. I am not a well-traveled person at all. You know what keeps me, bro? I want to be going places. I see a lot of my friends going places. A lot of people that be taking my boxing class. You know who you are, who be taking vacations every other week. I want to travel.
You know what's crazy is like literally me before we looked it up. It's the time we were about trying to going.
Yeah.
A family, it was at least a family of 3 or family of 4 to go to Disney for the week for 7 days.
7 days.
It's almost $5,000, bro. 5 banks.
I got 6 of them things.
5? But now Bakari, 2 of yours going for free. So
you know how much it costs to go to Italy? That time I had me, it's right now even like $2,500
for the whole family.
Yes, I'm for everybody
for a week.
For a week,
you got a passport?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all ready? Bakari, you got a passport?
Oh yeah.
But here now, he don't want to. He don't want. Look, Bakari, we turn to him. Look, he don't want to know.
He traveling. Look, he traveling inside the states.
Shaka can't get out. They said you can't get out. They said you can't get out.
I'm stuck.
Tennessee, player.
The furthest place I can go is the Bahamas.
But now they started to say like you can't travel unless you get the real ID. So I got to get the real ID.
Oh yeah, I got that. I got that ID now. You know my CDL.
Oh, you got the real ID?
I got that CDL.
You mean that CDL, but you got no passport.
You got a passport, but ain't got no CDL. So what you say?
Who's driving the buses out here?
I drive a bus.
Now what's funny? Look, I know a guy at Amazon. I was talking to him. He's I think maybe 19. My man got his pilot license, but he ain't got his driver's license yet. Nah, he.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I will pull up on him.
Proof.
Nah, he mad cool though, but because his dad was in the Air Force, and that's where he got the passion to fly.
Okay, that makes.
I said you the only person I know that got your pilot license before you got your driver's license.
That's crazy. See, I want to be.
My man just bought the new Tesla, got it custom made.
What? I'm trying to be like that for my kids. I'm trying to be like that for my kids.
My kid, listen, no matter how much money I get, I'm telling you right now, my son will be driving a 2000 at max. 2007 Ford Taurus.
You say that now, but until
listen,
look, you ain't gonna have your son tarnish your name like that.
Wrong. That's what he's gonna do. Also, I'm assuming that's what he's just like his first car. What do I need to? What do I look like buying my? First of all, the kid's gonna be dumb expensive. He's a boy, so my insurance is gonna go through the roof just for him if he's on it. That's not he counting. What do I look like buying him a 2020?
Why you worrying about insurance? You got money.
Yeah.
Listen, you got money, dog.
You got ducking.
Look, 07 in this piece.
07.
Just
because you grew up driving lemons, don't mean you got to put Isaiah in a lemon. You ain't got to put that boy in no lemon.
I promise you right now, I give my kids the best of the best. If I got the money to blow, I give my kids the best of the best.
Stop.
And we're going to roll to school.
This is the same guy who won't let his kids eat steak and shrimp on the menu.
Because they ain't got I ain't got steak and shrimp money right now. If I had the ducats.
Man.
If I had one of the cows.
You had it, though.
If I had one of the cows on 1,000 Hill.
Bold enough to ask me.
What if God is testing you? What if he's like, if you open up your wallet to your son's menu options, maybe I'll open up your wallet to your son's car options. No limit, no power. I see increase.
If I had an organ,
and if I swipe my card and they say deny shot, guess what I'm coming after? I got no limits. I got no power.
I'm broke.
We're gonna box that in real quick.
I treat my kids just like the Bible said. Look here, they get nothing but milk. They're not on the steak yet.
Nah, man, that's cold blood.
They're on milk.
That's cold
blood.
On
meat level yet.
That's cold.
That's cold.
07.
Still got breasts.
07 Ford Taurus.
Nah, look, yeah, I'll tell you, I will give my kids the best. Right now, like I said, right now in this season, look here, they can get a piece of steak. And I'm talking about the piece of steak, the piece of steak that got a lot of fat on there.
If he can show me, if my son can show me that he's able to like steward his car right, take care of it, as well as make sure to keep operated correctly, make sure to keep himself safe and everybody else on the road, then I'll be willing to upgrade him. But I be dang, I'm gonna start my son out with a, like I said, that expedition.
Do it.
I think I would put my kid like in a 2-seater though. Like I ain't gonna lie, because I was looking like even like now, I was gonna get my kid. I said, if I ever had to get my kid a car, I would get them a smart car. One of them small, compact 2-seaters.
Yep. I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Just enough to get on the highway, and you can't pack it up with a bunch of your friends that act stupid.
Nope, not at all. I don't even trust those things on the interstate. School and back. That's it.
Somebody said them actually they're actually very very secure, built wise.
You know the way this wind been blowing this past couple of days, that car taking off.
Listen, God forbid, don't let it get hit by a tractor trailer. It's like a bug in the windshield.
Be a wrap like Christmas. But I think with that question, I asked it because I said, what is truly holding us back from living our rich life? Like, why can't we dedicate? I feel like if we each dedicated a lot of our time and resources.
You said kids, Bakari?
That's his whole bet.
Back before I had kids, I would have took a risk on life.
That was as far as that. You hit Brittany with that back to back, hit him back to back, hit him back to back.
I was on my looking like the Lakers in the early 2000s right now.
Yeah. He hit that phone.
All I'm saying though, look, I had tried my way. I tried to move to Florida. God blocked that countless times.
Probably because you were supposed to be down there.
Where I was supposed to be at then? What I was doing was no better.
Now you had it here. He had plans for you here. He had to mature. He had to grow.
Yeah.
I'm still growing, but now I was gonna move to Florida right after ETSU. Look, chuck the deuces and say, look, I'm out of here. First of all, my finger leg was broke for a second. Look,
it did.
And they got the Adams family finger.
Oh.
But nah, I mean, like truly, I said I had a plan. I wasn't gonna be here.
But what's holding us back? Right, that's back then. What is holding us back right now? I feel like if there are enough there are enough money management books and resources. There is so much money to be made everywhere. Why are we not making all this money? Is it because
let's quit our jobs right now? Let's make this solid.
I mean, I legit after watching. If you want to watch it on Netflix, it's called My Rich Life, and I'm like, why can't I already know I'm a decent steward of what I have now. I'm not great. All right. Yeah. I'm paying my tithes and I'm taking care of that at least. But there's so many other things I just got to learn about: better money management, how to invest, how to do this, how to do that. And I feel like once I really dive into these books and I learn how to play with it, like there's money to be made everywhere. But we're so stuck in our daily 9 to 5 that I'm like, I can be living my rich life in another 3 or 4 years if I really put the brain power to it. Legit, we all could be.
How committed are
the? Go ahead.
So I was gonna say it just depends on how committed are you. Like how clear of a vision do you see that? And like you said, what vehicle are you using to get there to create that quote, my rich life?
Call me Franklin Saint, man. I'm telling you, man. Snowfall.
He's that Franklin Saint.
I just got to know when to get out the game. That's it. I got to dip my toes in and get out real quick. That's it.
He's I'm passing these turkeys out like Nino Brown, baby.
But for real though, like if you think about what we've done with this podcast so far, what is this, episode 41, 42? We literally took an idea, we flipped it, scrambled it, and look at where we are now. If you think about we're recording this on, what is this thing called? I don't know what this,
Shout out to the duck. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever this modem that we're using to record this podcast, we are here with the Pops and Socks logo right there at the bottom, recording a podcast. 42 of them. putting out content. If you would have told me this 2.5 years ago, bro, it'd be crazy. So I'm like, if we can take the energies that we put into this podcast so far, what's stopping us from making money? All right. I don't think it's a bad thing to make money. I'm not in love with it, but I don't think it's bad to want to have access to more of it.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
My mom said there's a whole lot of money out here. You just gotta put your name on it.
That's literally.
That's what said all about the Benjamins. So I'm saying, Louis, there's a whole lot of money I got here. I gotta put my name on it.
Put my name on it.
Nah, mom said that before all about the Benjamins. They got low key, she should be getting a check off every time they play that movie out here.
Ice Cube said that.
Oh man. But I'm like, you think about all the people.
I feel like taking that chance, like really taking that chance, is terrifying because you're leaving a place of security. So we get paid. You get paid every single day. You know what day you're getting paid. You work the amount of hours every single time. You know how much you're gonna get paid. So it's a constant security, and it's stepping away from that security into something that you never experienced, and you don't know the outcome of it. So I feel like when you try to step away from that, you start to feel a little scared and you don't know how to control that environment. So therefore, you don't want to step away from that. As into what they say, it's different from swimming in a pool in the swimming pool because it's controlled versus swimming out in the ocean.
But you also to tie that back to our pops and socks and our dad's listeners or our parents out there is that. Excuse me about choke. But when you talk about security and that pride, like what is really security? Now, if you got wife and your children, again, not saying you can't step out and do those said things. How can you partner with your wife to be like, all right, this is my real vision, my heart's desire. How can we get this to go after this said lifestyle that we want? But again, if you have somebody who doesn't believe or see the same vision, not that you can't do it, but it makes it a little more difficult, especially if you feel like you're butting heads with that person who might want, again, who doesn't want security? Who doesn't want more resources?
But do you still do it anyway, or do you pray? Because and this is going back to, like I said, with Abraham and Isaac. You know, God told Abraham to go sacrifice his son. Did Abraham tell Sarah, like, do you still do it and trust God in the mix? And pray that he sits there and gives light to your wife, or do you still let your wife know? Because that's some of the stuff like I dealt with. Like, not saying God told me to do something, but when I wanted to do something, venture out, try something new, my wife didn't completely understand it or go with it. But it's like, yo, do I still go against what she believes? You know, go against her wishes because y'all are one, or do I sit there and say, you know what? You know, you don't feel comfortable with it. I'm just going to step back from it until you feel comfortable.
That is a fantastic question. And I would say you never want to, if you feel passionate about this, hey, this could really work. This is your goal and your dream. Yeah. I would like to believe that she would eventually see that, hey, this is my dream because she loves you. She might not necessarily say I support you. I don't really support the dream. I wish you would do X, Y, and Z. But I'm pretty sure she would still love you whether you did it or you did not, whether you succeeded or you didn't succeed. Like, I'm assuming. So, like you said, I would still always talk to your wife and stuff first. Again.
Yeah, naturally.
I would, again, if you're the head, she's the neck, and if she ain't willing to turn, if you ever had a neck ache, boy, that's the whole body. That affects the whole way you trying to. Boy, you can't even relax properly without something hurting. Nope. Yeah, a neck ache. Oh my gosh. That's the same thing. So I would say communicate. So always communicate. Yeah. But again, it's not about being who's right and who's wrong. Like I said, if you can tell her, get her, or vice versa. If you're on the flip side of it, she said, I really want to do this, X, Y, and Z. This is what we can do. I want to step. That's me. I want to step in. I want to believe. Show me your vision so I can help you run with it. And I would like to believe, not all, but like my spouse or the person I choose to be with will support me in that same way.
Absolutely. I feel that. But I think that because sometimes we can be very ambitious. They're not always going to be on board with everything. Right. It's good to know that they at least know the move that we're about to make. Sometimes you gotta do it even without their approval. But I would never want to move blind in an area like that without them knowing anything at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta be the biggest believer in your dream before anybody else is.
Whew. Hey, come on, man.
Come on now.
Like, that hit me deep. I'm about to quit my job.
He said, like, I quit.
Yo, I'm saying live on the podcast. I'm out.
Don't do that. But like legit, when I see you guys, I think you guys are like some of the biggest risk takers that I have known. Like you, Keith, my other brother.
Cannonball!
You know what I'm saying? Cannonball! Y'all be taking big, like when it comes to us three by ourselves, I can already tell you I am the least risk taker out of the three of us.
Oh, I'm a thinker. Like I'm by nature, Shaka. I'm risk adverse.
Yeah, same.
Like, if I make a big move,
the
one thing that God has is continuously trying to teach me is that trust me. I rely on me. I know I trust you, God, but this is a different situation. Now, what if this falls through and you got to carry me X, Y, Z step? He said, but I still can carry you, but I don't like you said, my car.
Yeah.
When my car stopped working, the rage of my body when I went out there, I could have literally flipped over my whole car myself. To be honest with you, that's how mad I was.
I feel that.
But he answered my prayer, not the way that I wanted it to. Personally, still hasn't been fixed, but I have not went without or with lack. I was still able to get from my jobs to and from.
Yeah.
Right. It's in the right, perfect time. Literally, I can't think of a better time. So those are the things I have to look. I can't be so married to my idea of what that really means sometimes too. Can I able to go with the flow a little bit more when it comes to something like that?
Yeah. Bakari, explain what makes you such a risk taker.
Because I don't think sometimes I'm like Mario when it's like 30 seconds left on the clock and you gotta hurry up and finish.
you just jumping and bumping.
When you hear that, like God bless me, you need to bless you. But nah, truthfully, like with me, when I guess what makes me a risk taker is because I get this idea and I feel like, and I have to start being more like I have to start being more like, not more like Anthony. I have to start learning to think through some things. Some things you just meant to react on. I'm a good reactor. So I'll sit there and I'll move. And I'll sit there and say, all right, look, either this is going to work, I'm going to be successful, or it's not going to work, and God going to be like, yo, you wasn't supposed to move. You wasn't supposed to move.
Yeah.
But me, I'm more of the, like I said, 30 seconds left on the clock for Mario, I'm gone. You never played the stage, you just running blindly.
It's all good.
I'm more the person, I'll research and I'll try to do a lot of stuff, but sometimes I get too much information that sometimes I get paralyzed or paralysis by analysis.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, but it's not the right time. I can't do this, whatever. Now I have all the information that could or couldn't work, but then sometimes I'm like, I'm good. I'll just wait. I'm gonna wait this out. Let's figure it out a better time.
I do that all the time. All the time.
So I feel like too much information. I feel like too much information will paralyze me. I don't want to be paralyzed. Look, let me be loose out here, loose as a goose. But as you see, like it works both ways. So if you move too quick without studying, like I said, as until what happened, like I said with last podcast, you might fumble over your words, or you might, like I said, misuse some things. But if you study too much, you might, or not saying about the last podcast, but if you study too much, you might sit there and know too many things, including the bad things that can happen, that you kind of stop yourself from moving at all. So it's finding that balance as into, okay, God, I got to move here. I'm going to move here right now. God tell you to move, you move. Don't worry about researching it. Move. But some things, God's like, yo, I need you to chill here. And in that time of waiting, that's when I feel like you should research and you should start, doing your research on where you're at or what God's trying to have you do. And if I'm wrong, I say y'all chip in and whatnot on that. But I just feel like, you definitely have to balance out the two. You have to be a Moses and a Joshua at the same time.
Boom. Don't have the Icarus effect where you flying too close to the water, getting too close to the sun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be right there in the middle. Right.
That's hard to do though.
It is, but a lot of people do it and they make a living out of it. And I'm trying to make a living off a good thing. You know what I'm saying? We will make it. So I think that we need to log off of this, write down some logical goals that we're going to start making money off of this. I know that's not the original mission of this podcast, but I'm saying that there's so much money out there that we could be making money off of this podcast within the streams of income. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
We should definitely do that. I think next year definitely going to be a it's going to be a world.
I'm trying to be on the beach next year where y'all talk about we on the podcast.
Podcast, man.
I'm trying to be on the podcast on the beach. I might shut it off right now. We might get 20 minutes in because I'm about to go. We about to go eat.
Straight up.
That's what I'm saying. Podcast on the beach, man. Living lavishly though.
Oh man.
Making people feel empowered to step out and do the impossible.
Yes,
that's what I want to. That's what I want to empower to Pops and Sox fans.
Everybody who's been with us from jump is going to be like, man, I remember that first episode, man. Now look at them chilling on beaches. I'm trying to get like them.
The first episode with the rabbit foot.
Jesus, the rabbit foot right behind the couch. But we made it work.
Came from a long way.
We took an idea and flipped it.
We still got it though.
All I had was one mic.
One mic.
Low key, that mic might be good for doing podcast.
It might be, could be. I might plug it up next time.
That might be
sure. Like I didn't even get my headphone. I'm supposed to get the headphone.
Nah, so I couldn't find it. I ain't used mine at all. So it's been about what? I ain't got my glasses on. An hour and 5.
Hour 5.
Right in front of my face. I'm just like, yeah. Whew, Jesus. Well, I got 5 hours till I have to wake up and start heading to the hospital. So,
shoo,
yeah,
that's crazy, dog.
Yeah, you would go get you go get some last good sleep that you'll get, brother.
Yeah,
hey, it might be just me and you, Jones.
I guess it will be.
I'm just gonna dive off to the side. Oh man, so y'all want to go ahead and cut it for the night?
Oh yeah, we have to.
I got.
Are you gonna be able to chop it? Are you gonna be able to chop and screw this shot, or do you need somebody else to?
I might need you to do it. What I'll do is I'll try to save it and put it on the hard drive for you.
I can come to JC if you need me to.
Oh yeah, I forgot I might be up there all weekend, but we'll see. We'll see. So we'll go ahead and log off.
Where y'all having a baby at, Shaka?
Johnson City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I gotta get up at 5 o'clock to drive there dumb early. Not looking forward to that. But hey, God did.
God
did.
They didn't believe in us.
They didn't believe in us. You know what I'm saying? So hey, man, for all those.
I got the wife hollering my name.
That baby boy ham in the background.
Oh that's man, right. Don't worry, y'all gonna find out.
You gonna find out before me.
I received that. So for all of our listeners and our watchers out there, this has been yet another episode of that Pops and the Sox, where I'm bald headed, he faded, where I'm bald headed. He faded. He's dreadlocks.
Ball faded. My new favorite word.
Shut up. All right, guys. Peace.
Peace out.